Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Coffee Morning this morning. I hope you're all right. I am live from Tim's office, actually. Might need to get a bit closer to the camera because I feel like I'm really far away because this where the stand is. Hang on. Give me a sec. Hang on. It's a little bit better. Let me just grab my coffee. Good morning, how are we all? I'm so sorry that I'm a few minutes late. We had some really weird internet dramas going on, and like my dad's here with Casper at the moment, and we were trying to connect to the internet and he couldn't connect, so I turned it on and off again, and then I just couldn't connect to anything, and Sky wasn't working, and I just thought, oh my God, like I'm so done with the Sky dramas. Do you know what I mean? It's just driving me absolutely mad. But hi everyone, it is nice to actually be here. The sun is shining on the East Coast. We've had the most amazing weather. I don't know what the weather's like where you guys are, but it's been amazing. Smidge is here with me. Oh shit. Sorry, I swear. Smidge is with me this morning. Didn't he look all lovely? But he ain't. You look really grumpy this morning. Why are you so grumpy? Did I ruin your peace? Did I come in this office and ruin your peace? He's really like taken over Tim's office at the moment. It is like Smidge's den in here. Oh, no, sorry, I was just moving. No, sorry, Smidge, I was just moving the cushion. You don't have to worry. Don't stress. But yeah, he's really like taken over Tim's office at the moment. And he was like living at the bottom of our bed for like ages. And now he's sort of transitioned to this part of Tim's office to the point where some cat hair is all gathering up here. And I don't like that at all. I just don't like it. Really, a fro needs to go over this so he can sit on the fro because I don't like it when that happens. But it is happening. But the reason we haven't put a fro on there is because he doesn't usually go on there. So we weren't really geared up for it. But anyway, let's see who we've got. I'll tell you first of all what we've got coming up in Coffee Morning this morning. Guess what? You guys are voting for Pet of the Week again. I thought that worked really well last week because one of the good things about it is, let me get a little bit closer so I can actually see, because you know that I need glasses, right? Well, apparently I don't need glasses, but I feel like I do because I can't read the screen ever. Here you go, that's a little bit better. Yeah, I felt like last week it worked really, really well when you guys did the judging, because it felt a bit fair that way when you guys are doing it, because then you guys are responsible for the winner, and it just feels very how do I say it? Less biased, because the problem with me is it looks like I'm favoriting and things like that, and like when you guys do it, obviously it's an audience view, so I think it's really good that way. And because we can only have 4 animals, it means that Pet of the Week is going to probably last until 2026 at this rate, because I've got so many pets. Today we've got 3 cats, 1 dog. I try and balance it out a bit, but we seem to get more cats than dogs, so it's probably the best way I could do it. Otherwise we'll only have like cats next week. We've got no snakes this week though, so that's pretty good. We might have a few rats come on the chat. We did get that. But no, I was just a joke. Well, they weren't even funny actually, but I just wanted to say that because it was like a form of pet in some description. So anyway, yeah, we're going to talk about the Italy vlog that went up last night. Okay, so usually you get 1 vlog a week on this channel. Last week you got 2, so because I just squeezed that in just before the week was out for you guys, because I felt like the Gibraltar vlog was quite short and I didn't feel quite satisfied that you guys only got a short little vlog, so I wanted to make sure that you got the Rome one. So hopefully you all enjoyed that. I'll talk about that, and then I'll talk about what I've got coming up on the channel as well, and then we're going to do Pet of the Week. We've got Pop's Quote of the Week. We haven't got any Rats of the Week this week because I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't really looked in the spam file, so I've not really come across anything. I must remind me to take time to go and look in the spam file because that's where you'll find them. So anyway, here we go. Shout outs. Oh my God, that coffee has gone so cold. I made that ages ago. Right, here we go. We got Lee Pake in the chat. We've got Marie Campbell. We've got Robert Smith, FC71. Let us know what you're up to today on this lovely sunny day. Beverly Marr, we've got Bianca here, we've got Amanda Beach, Rosie Lee, Kate Reynolds, Alison Jones, Penny, we've got Boo and me. Hayley Marie has been a channel member for 22 months, that's insane. But thank you so much, Hayley, for your continued support. That really does mean a lot. Morning, Gabby. Looking lovely as usual. Hope you're well. Thank you so much. Hey, that's really, really nice to say. You know what? It is really nice to give someone a compliment, isn't it? Once in a while, because it makes you feel better about yourself when you do that. And it certainly makes me feel better when people say something nice to me. So hopefully, if it makes you feel better, then it's good to pay a compliment to people once in a while, isn't it? Because why not share the love and give the good vibes? Do you know what I mean? Craig Cargill is here in the chat. We've got Michelle Butterworth. We've got the Cambridges. Wife's too short. Hello. That might have been to something I was saying that I can't remember. But anyway, hello to you guys. Thank you for joining us. Barry Coppock has been a channel for 30 months. My God. He says, where does the time go? I don't know, Barry, but thank you so much for those 30 months of continued support. It really does mean a lot. Thank you. We've got Lee Davis, a pet rat. We've got Corinne Hennessy, Kay Grand, we've got Willows, Sarah Byron. If you want to shout out, do let me know now, guys. We've got Vera Paul, we've got Marshall Martin, we've got, I said Marie Campbell, Beverly Marr. Vanessa is here, we've got Karen, we've got Andrew Lane, Chloe Morgan, I said Vera Paul. Ben Rexboren is here. Ben, you made it. You not worked? Oh, just finished work. Fair enough. I was going to say, I thought you were at work on a Monday. We've got Maria Mason, we've got Mary Vital Regali, and oh, right, okay, sorry. The Cambridges. The whole title is The Cambridges, Wife's Too Short. That's their whole title. That's not what he wrote. Sorry. I told you I need glasses. Well, I don't need glasses, but I feel like I personally do. But yeah, there's something not great with my eyesight. I'm always like, Is Tim travelling again, Gabby? Yes, he is on the road. But you know, he's making great content for you guys, and that's what he does. Do you know what? It was oh, hang on, I'll tell you this story in a minute. Let me get these shout outs out of the way, because otherwise I get distracted. Because you know what I'm like, I'm ever so bad at multitasking, and I totally admit that. Cynthia Sloan is here as well. Hi, Cynthia. We've got Mary Stacey, David Julson, Vera Paul has been a channel for 3 months and says whoop whoop, and I say whoop whoop back to you. Thank you so much for your support. I love it, Vera. Thank you. Obviously, people, when they hit these little milestones, they get these highlighted chat things. So you know, it's great when you get them once a month to use them. So if you are a channel member and you don't realize you get that, you do. It's called like a free milestone. So like every month you get, like, you can put a chat up which gets like quite highlighted. So it's quite good. Like if we're doing a live and you feel like your comments are getting a bit lost in the chat and you really want it to stand out and ping out, it's really good to use that milestone. I did say, you know, some of you guys might be lucky. I may say your names twice because I've still got this brain block thing going on. I was talking about it to this guy at my gig the other night, how like bad I'm just like, I don't remember names or anything like that. I'm just really, really like bad. Like I go to the gigs and I remember faces and not names, and then I just feel like a complete and utter, I just feel rude. I feel really, really rude, but I can't help it. Like I really just, I've got this fog going on all the time. So I'm sorry for saying names out twice. You know, there are a lot of you. I mean, we've got 129 people watching at the moment, so it's quite hard, but I do want to shout you all out. And if you get a second mention, happy days. Hey, it's better than not getting a mention, right? So we've got Michael Arthur, Marie Campbell, Nikki Piper. We've got Tony here as well. Amy Martins, we've got Rux. Joanne Jay's been a channel member for 21 months. I love being a member. Thank you, Joanne. I love having you as a member, so thank you so much. We've got Lisa Guyorod. I couldn't pronounce that surname. But thank you so much, Lisa. I love yours and Tim's videos, but I wonder if you could do less extravagant trips. Most of the time it seems you're visiting places the norm cannot afford. I think that's the point of the channel. Not my channel, obviously, but I think Tim's channel, the whole point is he's sort of like focusing on the kind of luxury stuff, because what he's trying to do is he's trying to show people what it's like that may not get to know what it might be like. So, you know, if it's somewhere that people might get ideas they want to visit, then that's great. But also it's quite nice for some people to go, do you know what, I'll never get to go there. I would love to see what it would be like. So it's great to watch this vlog on Tim's channel, because it's going to give me a chance to actually see like what it's like inside the Ritz and little things like that. So although a lot of people can't afford some of these trips, that You want to go out, Smidge? Hang on. That's kind of why he does it. And to be, yeah, Smidge. And he does try and fit in like different ones as well at the same time. He does try and mix it up when he can. But the thing is with Tim, like when you go into like the metrics, is that what you want to call it, and you follow, like, you look at the algorithm and see like what your audience are enjoying watching and stuff like. He's all right. He can come in, Dad. Come in. We've got a visitor. Don't worry, he's all right. He'll want to watch Gabby's Doll's House in a minute. Say hi. He likes to be star of the show.
Hi.
Dad's here as well, everyone. Pop's here. Maybe he'll do his own quote of the week this week.
Right, come on. Let's go.
Let's go. Gabby's Doll's House.
We've got
Daddy's
people.
all right. He'll come wandering through in a minute. Honestly, you go relax. He's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
He's fine. He's not like pulling my hair out just yet. Are you all right? Are you okay? Are you okay? So there you go. Somebody made a comment and said, I was looking through the chat last night and someone said, why, you know, like when I did that live and we spilled the, well, I spilled the glass, well, I didn't spill the glass of wine, it got knocked over. So I suppose it was a ripple effect. Someone said, why do you let Casper run around? And why don't you get someone to look after him? And I was like, I looked at it and I just thought, well, A, it's his house. So it's okay if he can't run around in his own house. Where can he run around? Can't go and take him to a field. So I was like, it's his house. And it's quite a big open space. So it's usually fine. It's just that he just happened to like pull on a chair on that one particular night. And as for getting people to look after him, if you've had kids, it's not always that easy, is it, really? To just go, oh, you know, would you fancy just getting in the shower? I wonder if I can just call up Joan down the road and see if Joan's going to come and look after my kid. Like, you have to kind of, like, work a little bit in together when you're a mum. And obviously I am. And so Casper's there some of the time. Otherwise, like, I would hate to not be able to do lives or coffee morning because I'd be like, well, the thing is, you know, I have got Casper. So that, what do you mean help? What do you mean help? By the way, when he says help, he doesn't mean he's in danger. He's just saying it because he wants something. So yeah, that's why Casper does sort of, I mean, we try and show him a little bit sort of like less on the lives on Tim's channels. We try and go a little bit more professional, but with mine it is what it is and he loves it. So it's like, it's always here. And yeah, my mum and dad, to be fair, I'm really fortunate with my family. My family do help quite a lot where they can, but I don't like to just ring them up every 5 minutes and say, look, I'm doing a live today. Can you come round, you know? But sometimes they do. Like now, Dad's having a coffee, he's come round, he's got to come watch Casper. But yeah, that's why. And what was I saying before? Oh yeah, we were talking about Tim's channel, weren't we? About this lavish stuff that he's doing. Next week, we are going to film a canal boat on Tim's channel. And although the boat that we're going on is more of the higher end canal boat, because obviously the algorithm and the metrics are saying that more viewers are enjoying watching that content than like your average beach walk or going to your, like, I don't know, your B&B down the road. It seems to be that that's where the audience want. And with Tim, this is Tim's obviously business as well, you know. It's his hobby, it's his business, it's everything. It's everything at the moment. YouTube is everything. And he is going where the majority of the audience want, because you have to in business. You know, if you're running a cafe and you've got, I don't know, for example, Maxwell House coffee, and then you've got Costa coffee, but Costa coffee is tasty and everybody's selling that. You know, everyone's wanting to buy that, but you've got Maxwell House that nobody can stand because it tastes naff. No disrespect to Maxwell House or anything, just using it as an example. The person that owns the cafe is going to sell the Costa because that's what the customers want. And it's pretty much the same with YouTube. You know, we look at the stats, you know, weekly and go, right, where are we going with this? And, you know, but we do take the feedback into consideration, and we do, like, go, okay, so this person said this, that person said that, it's great, but you get one comment that you need to take into consideration. But when you look at the algorithm and you've got hundreds of people that want to watch that vlog, you kind of got to go with the direction, you know, and it's not really like a personal thing to anyone. But what is good, and he does take it into consideration, and we do talk about it, is although like we're doing this canal boat, although it's high end, it's going to give you guys an idea of what it would be like to be on a canal kind of holiday kind of aspect. And you can get all sorts of boats that range from the cheaper price to the higher price, you know. So if you kind of look away from the luxury side of the actual boat and have a look at the canal situation, that will give you a bit of insight as to what is potential, you know, on his channel. Hopefully I'm explaining this right to you all. And also he's doing like a versus series at the moment, or it's coming up, and I don't know if this is a secret or not, but I'm just going to let you in on a little secret, because I do tend to like talk too much. Hello Bubs, what are you doing? You just put Holly's hairbrush down the back of the radiator. Do you want to get that out? Do you want to go get Holly's hairbrush? You scratched all the wall with it. Ta. Hang on, one sec. Hang on. We're going to put that in Holly's bedroom. Good boy. And brush your hair with it. That's fine. You can brush your hair with it. Brush your hair if you want. We won't tell Holly. No one's allowed to use Holly's hairbrushes in the house. Yeah, so he's also doing a versus series. So he's going to be doing like, because we compared two hotels in Italy, and we're doing a versus series where it's like high-end expensive hotel versus cheap hotel, so you can see the contrast of what you get. And the reason we're going down that road doing the versus series, I say I'm just his little co-pal, do you know what I mean? That's all en route. You know, he's the one with the brains, but we do discuss these things together, what could work and what not. I am his little, he'll come up to me and say, oh, what do you think? And I'll say, give it a go, do you know what I mean, or whatever, and I'll give my little input, you know. But he has said that he wants to do the verses because he has got the odd comment coming through saying, you know, these are like places we can't afford. So it's like, well, you know, if the algorithm's saying do this, but we've got these few comments coming in saying, please, can you do this? How can we make this work? So we're going to do a versus series, which I think is going to work quite nicely and hopefully suit a few people. So don't be disheartened by the fact that there is some, you know, the high end stuff, because, you know, you're going to see a little bit more of the more affordable stuff very, very soon as well. And, you know, Holly just went on a really affordable holiday. So over on Holly's channel, you can see what she paid for her Tenerife holiday. I think she paid peanuts for it. So, you know, between us as a family, we're trying to deliver what we can with our time. Do you know what I mean? And trying to do the best we can with it. And in fact, speaking of things that are affordable, I am doing a vlog, which I'm going to be filming in the next few days. I'm going to be doing a Primark and a Home Bargains summer haul. So I'm going round the store and I'm going to film what they've got in for summer in both stores, so you guys can get a little bit of an insight in that. And I know that it's not like hotel stays or anything like that, but it's affordable and it's good home range stuff. So that's all coming up on the channel as well. So hopefully you'll really, really enjoy that. And I felt like you needed to have a little bit of a break from the travel vlogs, because I've got Florence coming up. I've filmed Florence and I've also filmed Venice. So there's 2 more travel vlogs. And before this, I've done Spain, Gibraltar and Rome. Rome went up last night. So I've done like 3. I did Paris as well, didn't I? Spain. Yeah, so you've had loads of travel vlogs. And to be fair, my channel's not strictly only travel vlogs. It's more just about my life, and it's a bit of normal vlogging, it's hauls, a little bit of travel, so it's a little bit of everything. But at the moment, because I've been busy working alongside Tim, and we have been on a few holidays, I do feel like it's been travel overload, like on the channel. So before I put Venice out. So Florence is going to be next, but before I put the Venice one out, there's going to be a delay on that because I really want to get out like the Home Bargains sort of slash Primark one, because I really just want to put something in the mix, because I don't want you guys to be like, I'm travelled out. Like literally, some people love it, some people love the travel, and then some people are like a bit, is this it's like same old, you're getting in the car, you're going on a plane, do you know what I mean, or you're going here. But some people love that, you know, but it is really, really hard to please absolutely everybody. It's really, really hard, but you do try, and you know, you try and take on board everything you can. Love that. Lee Davis, Eiffel Tower versus Blackpool Tower. Ooh, what a great idea. What a great idea. I love that. I wonder what people would pick. I'll pick Blackpool. Like, I'm not joking. I would much rather pick the Blackpool Tower. I have so much more fun in Blackpool than Paris. And it's not, mind you, I weren't in Paris very long. But I like the fun element side, you know, like the pleasure beach and stuff like that. And I just like having fun in that respect. Whereas when you're in a city, you sightsee, do a bit of shopping, have food. And it's a bit more of a... I don't even know the word for this. A bit more of like a reserved kind of nature of fun, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Rather than like going like on the piers and arcades and going to bars where you have shots and stuff like that. Going to the local Weatherspoons and having cheap breakfasts and stuff, or backstreet cafes. I mean, I love all that. That is just a bit of me, and I love it. Barry says you'll never please everyone. I know, you're so right. Ben says it's impossible to please everyone. Yeah, absolutely. All you can really do as a YouTuber is go on algorithm and look at the stats, and that's the main way to do it, because although everybody's comments are really taken on board and we read them, and even sometimes, and I'll just sort of repeat this because I've repeated it before, but if people don't get responded to on their comments when they put them up, I say it now, don't be disheartened, because obviously you get a lot of comments, but they do get read. And as soon as, and it might take time because I'm working my way through them, and Tim is, but they do get read. And you know, even if we don't respond, we'll heart them, and we've taken it on board. And they're the most wonderful comments that come through. I mean, I would probably say like 4% of comments are a bit naff. But you know, you're going to get that because there are some dickheads in the world. That's the only way to sort of describe it. But you know, when you look at the rest of the people and the people that are enjoying it, it makes it all worthwhile. It really, really does. So that's amazing, that, you know, and it makes it, gives you that bit of drive, really. But they all get taken on board, these comments. They really, really do. So I don't want anyone to think, oh, I left a comment and she didn't respond. If I hadn't responded, it's probably because I hadn't got around to reading it. But eventually I do read it and I'll give it a heart, so you know I've taken that on board and I've seen it. John Beerworth has been a channel member for 23 months. Thank you so much, John. Hi, Gabby. Really enjoyed the Venice vlog. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. We weren't sure whether people were going to like it or not like it, because we were like, Venice is like, some people have said, oh, people have come across, oh, I've been to Venice, won't go again. Or like, went to Venice, loved Venice. And we were like, how are people going to be with Venice? You know, the thing is, my Venice vlog is a little bit more different to Tim's, obviously, when you see mine, because yes, I did go with Tim, but I kind of filmed what I, you know, we were getting up to in general. Tim's is more hotel sort of focused, so you do get to see a little bit more of what goes on, you know, behind the scenes a little bit with mine. I mean, it just can't be helped. Boo and Me says travel vlogs are lifesavers when you're off work, ill, stuck in bed. Oh yeah, I suppose it gives you that feeling of like getting out, doesn't it? Boo, I hope you're not ill now, and if you are, get well soon. Corinne says, enjoy seeing the African safari, would love to go on that sort of holiday. Oh my god, I love that vlog. I think that was probably one of my favourite vlogs that Tim actually put out, and I really wanted to go. And I was invited to go, and I could have gone, and it was so frustrating because Casper couldn't go because of safety purposes, because he's only 3, and I think it's under 5s that can't go. I think that's the cap. There is an age limit, and it's because of the wildlife and the safety aspects. You know, you've got to have like your wits about you and this understanding. So they've got this like child cap. Like children can go, but not under a certain age. And I just can't leave. I can't leave Casper with my mum yet, or my dad, or my sister-in-law, or Holly. And it's not that I don't trust any of them, because I do trust them. It's just I don't want to be away from Casper at all. I just can't do it. I can't cope. Like I went to where were we the other day? I said Tim was home, and Casper did go to nursery for the afternoon, but Tim was like, yeah, go and have a day out, go shopping with Holly and your mum, enjoy yourselves, you know, just go and have a girly day. And, you know, I've got this, I've got Casper, you know, I'll do a bit of work while he's in nursery, and I've got, you know, I'll take him, pick him up, I've got all this. And I was like, okay, great, I'm going to really enjoy this, because I'm always Casper, my whole world. I wake up in the morning, it's Casper, 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 Casper. Obviously, as a mum's job, it's all about Casper, and the day revolves around his needs, you know. And if he hasn't got nursery, it's the Rainbow Park we go to, or somewhere, or try and go and do a day out together. Like if the weather's nice, try and get to a zoo, or, you know, a theme park or something, to try and do something together. Unless I've got to go into the town, and then that's different. Then he's got to be like in a stroller, because I've got to go get some things in or whatever. But yeah, my life revolves around. So I went and had this day out, and we sat in Cafe Nero, and there was me, Mum and Holly, and they played Taylor Swift. They got the music on in the background, and they played Never Grow Up, Taylor Swift. And I played that on a reel for Casper's first birthday. And I heard it, and I just went, oh, I just cried. I was crying my eyes out, and my face was streaming. And I was like, you should be here. And I was crying, and they were like, oh, man up, will you? And they were just really like, sort it out. And like Holly was just going, oh my God. And I thought, God, the man that works in Cafe Nero is going to think something really bad has happened to me, and, you know, like I've lost someone or something, you know what I mean, the way I'm crying. And it's just because I missed him. Because when I go into Norwich, he's with me, and he'll sit at the table, and he'll have he likes a tea cake, a toasted tea cake, and he'll sit and have that. And I was like, it's like his tea cake should be there. And I was just really crying, and Mum was like, well, maybe you're not ready for this. You're not ready. Because even when we have a night out and Mum comes around and watches him, or Holly watches him, you know, we've gone, not even 3 hours. But to have a full day in Norwich, it was absolutely destroying me. But, you know, it probably was my time of the month, to be fair. And girls' hormones, they play up a little bit, as probably men have witnessed, they do. Nikki says, I'm feeling that way with the thought of Oliver starting nursery in September. Oh, well, wait till he goes. Honestly, it's so... Like, Casper used to stand at the gate when we used to take him, and he used to go, uh-oh. And he never used to want to go. And I was like, I'm more upset than Casper, because that really pains me to hear him go, uh-oh. I felt like I was doing something wrong. Do you know what I mean? Like I was putting him in nursery, and I was being cruel by putting him there. But it was for his development more than anything, because living at home with us the way we are at the moment, we've got no other kids in the house. You know, Holly's she's grown up when she wants to be. And it's like, he hasn't got no other children to play with and stuff, so he has to go to nursery to develop. That's why he's got global delay, because he's behind, because he's not interacting with other children and stuff like that. Well, he does when he goes to like the Rainbow Park, but that's about it. So I had to do it, but now he can't get there fast enough, and he absolutely loves it, and I'm still crying at the gate. Like, what? Like, I need to man up. I think it is a hormone thing, though. Anyway, Adam Krusk says, I like a mixture of content. I like the holiday park videos, also the luxury ones. I like both. Well, that's a nice bit of feedback, Adam. That's good to know, because it's all stuff that, you know, we take on board. And like I said, the versus one might be really suitable. Brighton Pier versus Wigan Pier. Where's Wigan Pier? Where is that? I've heard of Wigan, but I don't know where it is, but I've heard of it, and I didn't know it had a pier. Is it on the coast? Here comes my thickness coming through, probably. Barry, thank you so much towards your home bargain haul. Thank you so much, Barry. I really appreciate that. And thanks for all your support, Barry. It really does mean a lot. Do you know one of the reasons I also really need to have a good summer mooch around home bargains, because I'm actually doing a gardening vlog at the moment. We're trying to revamp the garden, right? So I'm trying to vlog it, so it's going to be over a space of time, this vlog. So I'm currently filming parts of it, but we're getting a new fence, so we're stuck. We're at a standstill. Can't put any flowers in, can't do anything because we're getting a new fence up, because put flowers in, the fence is going to kill the flowers when it's all being dragged out and put back in. So that's going to be quite a big project, actually, because we've got a lot of fence coverage. And yeah, so until then, I'm kind of stuck. All I'm doing at the moment is me and Casper are growing some strawberries in the garden. Now, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. I don't know if you're supposed to have some sort of area. But what I've got is, I've got 3 yellow pots, and I've got soil in them, and I've got some strawberries growing, and at the moment all we've got is a flower that's growing out this strawberry pot. We water them every day, and before anyone says anything, I know what you're going to say. You're not supposed to water every day. Probably not. I don't know. I don't know the rules of growing strawberries. I'm just doing it for the crack, because it's just nice for Casper, because Casper likes to go and check on the strawberries every day, and we water them every day because he likes to get the watering can out. And whatever's happening with these strawberries, we have got a flower, and the flower looks a bit like a daisy, but I don't think it is a daisy, but it looks just like a daisy, but it's a bit more, it's fuller. Does that make sense? Casper's like laying on his back kicking the fire, and Dad just said to him, "No, don't kick that. It's naughty. Go and kick something else." Go and kick something else. Oh my god, how funny. Anyway, where are we at? Beverly says, Gabby, I'm all swollen up on half my face from a spider bite. Oh my god, Bev, were you in the garden? Please don't tell me you were in the garden. Oh my god. Antihistamine, Bev. Antihistamine, get it down here. Joanne J says, I am watching in Costa, so I may have to watch on catch up if they become busy. Well, hey, let everybody in Costa watch, Joanne. Turn it around. That's what Bev does in the calf. She turns it round. Rosie says, Gabby, I said last week you should have a garden of the week feature. Rosie, yes. Yes, garden of the week. Oh my God, what a brainy thing to say. That would work out beautiful. But we're doing pet of the week. Maybe we should start that after pet of the week, if we can get through the pets. That's a great idea. I love that idea. I love it. Marie says, you do make me laugh, especially when you swear on YouTube channel. Oh, I don't mean to, Marie. That's all accidents. That's all an accident. In real life, not around Casper, but in real life, I really do have a potty mouth. I'm always going, oh, God. You know what I mean? I'm always swearing, really am. But I know my audience. Does that make sense? Like,
Sorry, I have to drag him away from the fire.
Is he kicking it?
Kicking it, yeah.
He loves, I don't know why he does that. I think he's... What's happened to Gabby's doll's house?
Wave to Mummy.
We've got like wooden floors, and Dad's keeping him occupied by dragging him by the feet, and he's sliding on the floor. It'll keep you fit, Dads.
Will he kill me?
Have you got a window box? What's a window box? Do you mean for the garden? Sue says, I love gardens, but all my flowers die. Well, you know what I mean. Unless you're a professional gardener, don't beat yourself up about it. Mine are all going to die as well, I'm sure. I'm sure these strawberries are not going to grow. Green King Dog, nothing wrong with a good bit of swearing. Well, sometimes, yeah, like I was saying, the swearing, I just know my audience. Like, my mum is Catholic and she goes to church, and my mum is a wonderful woman, and she knows that I get frustrated and I get annoyed with drivers on the road and stuff like that, but I try not to swear in front of her, and if I do, she goes, Gabriella, like that, and I'm like, oh God. And my granny and granddad, I would never ever swear in front of them. I swear to God, if I meet my grandparents in heaven, I am going to be in so much trouble, because if there is such thing as a heaven and they're looking down from above at you, they're just going to think I'm a different girl. They're going to think I've been putting on this act every time I saw them, because they're going to hear me swearing and they're going to be like, but she never swore when we were alive. What's happened to her? And I'm going to be so much trouble, so much trouble. So in a way, I hope there isn't a heaven. Otherwise, I'm going to get kicked out of heaven. You know, so like I'm going to be so much trouble there. And I don't swear at the gigs. I never swear in front of my customers, or if someone's booking me, I never swear. In my own house, when the kids aren't around, it's just me and Tim. There's a lot of swearing that goes on. I get very frustrated with some of the things in life, like no word of a lie. So many things do my head in. Like, for example, let's talk about drivers on the road, right? I don't know how you guys drive, each to their own in some respects, but I do have a little bit of an opinion. Like, I've got my own opinion. I don't like Karens, but I do have like a safety opinion, if that makes sense. Like, I was driving to my gig the other night, dual carriageway, and the cars on the left-hand side were doing about, I don't know, 50 miles an hour, and I wanted to get up to 60, and it was like nice and clear. So I go into the fast lane, I'm doing 60, I want to get past these people that are doing 50, fair enough. So I'm driving, and all of a sudden, like a bat out of hell, in some sort of, I don't know, it's like a BMW jetty boy, big exhaust situation going on. You know, you get them, don't you? And there's nothing wrong with that. It's fine if you want a big exhaust on your car, or you want to drive this BMW and you want to be crazy, that's fine, but go and do it somewhere safe. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't do it when like I'm driving to work and I need to get there in one piece so I can earn some money. Do you know what I mean? So like, go drive somewhere else and be a nuisance. But anyway, so I'm doing 60 in the fast lane, and this guy comes out of nowhere. You know, I mean, I should keep my baby on board thing like on the back of the car, but because mine's quite a sporty car, because I've got this Audi, the back window slants, and I can't get my baby on board thing up, or it wouldn't be visible. So it's kind of like in the back window, which is really pointless because people behind can't see that at all. But I thought, well, you never know. If someone that's in Tesco's that parks next to me sees that I've got a baby on board sign, they'll feel sorry for me, and maybe they won't bang their car door up against mine, or maybe they will park in another spot because they'll know I need to get a baby in that car seat, you know, so I need the space, maybe. And these parking spaces, you know, like Tesco's, Chapel Fields, well, it's like the mall car park, you need a parent and child, otherwise you can't. You just, even Holly couldn't get out the other day, and she's skinny as a rake, and she just could not get out the back door because of the tightness of the spaces. So anyway, I don't know why I'm going on that tangent, but I am. So anyway, I've got this baby on board thing to the side anyway, for sympathy purposes. And anyway, this person behind, obviously I didn't have a baby in the car, I just got gig equipment, but he comes right up behind me, giving me no space, to the point where I couldn't even see his number plate. And he's like, right up behind me. And I'm like, all right, mate, like, I'm doing 60, they're doing 50. Let me just, you know, you've come out of nowhere. Just let me just catch up some speed and I will move in front of them, you know. But you did come out of nowhere, to be fair. And as I'm driving, I'm just about to pull into the slow lane, and I've not even half got over, and he's ramming like almost beside me to try and get past. And I'm like, can't I just bloody wait 2 minutes? And I just thought, God's sake, like, what's, you know, someone better be having a heart attack in that car for you to be driving at that speed, because you are absolutely driving me mad. Like, it didn't even give me a second to get over before they're trying to get past me. And so many people drive like that at the moment. Like, why? Like, I would only drive in that respect if I had got someone that needed emergency, like, operation or something in hospital in my car or needed rushing to hospital. Otherwise, I would not drive like that, even if I was late for work, because it's not worth it if you're going to risk killing people on the road, is it? You know, I'd rather be late for work and take the bollocking than like ends up, you know, in a car crash. I just can't understand that mentality, but so many people drive like that. And then I think to myself, hang on, right, is it me? Is it me? Because I didn't pass my driving test, no word of a lie, till my 5th go. I just couldn't pass. I just could not pass. Theory, fine, got through that first time, but I could not pass my driving test. And fingers crossed, touch wood, my driving has been nice and standard, don't get me wrong. I do some cock-ups on the road, like there was one time, I forgot to indicate when I was going somewhere and I was like, oops, the exact car was waiting to pull out and I felt really, really bad about it, you know, but it was a genuine accident. I suppose these things happen, but it wasn't like a life-threatening accident or anything like that. But these boys or these lads that have got to prove this point and get right up your backside, I don't get it. I don't get it, because I tell you what, from a female looking at a boy like that, that is the ick. Like, there's nothing I find less attractive than a guy driving like that. I think it's just ick, like badly. Just, oh, it's just, yeah, don't like it. I just don't like boys driving like that. It's just not cool. But if they want to be like it, it's fine. But just do it somewhere else. Do you know what I mean? Laura G, if you had to be trapped in a TV show for a month, what TV show would you pick? Oh, do you mean like not getting off the set? Oh, well, I wouldn't pick Countdown. I don't know. Oh God, don't know. People would think that I would pick something like X Factor or Strictly Come Dancing because I like show business, but I really wouldn't. Casper! Don't kick the fire! I don't know, Family Fortunes maybe, because then I'll be with my family. I like Family Fortunes. Do they still have that on TV? I'm not sure. Yeah, Family Fortunes. I'm gonna pick that one. Countdown. Susie says, don't get me started on drivers. I think the driving standards in the UK have dropped. There seems to be so many aggressive drivers out there. I don't enjoy driving anymore. Oh, loving the content. Oh, thanks, Susie. I know, and this is my point. This is what me and my dad were talking about, because Dad always comes with me when I do a long distance gig. I don't need him to, but he insists, and I don't know if it's because he likes to get out and he likes to go and have a beer, or whether it's just because he genuinely is concerned about safety, because that's what he says anyway. That's his excuse. Because he says he doesn't like me driving back late from gigs feeling tired. So I think it probably is safety, to be fair, because, you know, it's quite tiring work, you know. Like my gig at the weekend, it was a 2-hour drive. And then I get there, set up my gear, do the performance, which is quite an exhausting 3 sets I did. I must have got through about 70 songs, I swear to God. And then driving back 2 hours, getting in bed 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's that's a long old stint, you know what I mean? And it's quite tiring. But Dad was saying to me that, like, back in the day when, like, we were younger, like as kids and that, he was saying people used to just drive quite sensibly. And he was like, and now you really need to have your wits about you, because there are so many people on the road that drive like lunatics. And this is what I was saying, like, how did they pass their tests? Like, what? Like, they must put on a bloody good act when they're having their driving test, because I couldn't pass. And it was really hard when I passed my test back in 2000. I think it was year 2000 I passed. I think it was. And I just don't get how they're getting past. I mean, these driving instructors or these driving examiners want bloody shooting letting them have license. Well, that was really wrong wording, because anyone that's a Karen out there will take what I said and run with it, because it isn't really like that. I didn't mean it like that. What I meant is, you know, like, what are they thinking? What are they actually thinking? Rebecca says the driving here in the US is the same. So many aggressive drivers. I know, right? It's mad. Alexandra says, currently sat at Atlantis the Royal at the beach after watching Tim's video. Oh my God, I wish I was there. I'm so jealous. I hope you're having an amazing time. I'm so jealous. Boo and Me says, having to pay £260 to park outside my own home makes me angry. No. Is that like the permit holders like license thing? No, that's awful, isn't it? They should let you have a little space. I mean, Jesus. Vera, if you could pick 2 celebrities, dead or alive, one you need to have dinner with, one to call, who would you pick? Hang on, let me reread that. If you could pick 2 celebrities, dead or alive, so celebrities in general, one you need to have dinner with, one to call, who would you pick? So I can have dinner with one and one I could make a phone call with. I'm sure I've answered this before. I'd really like to have dinner with Avril Lavigne, and I would like to have a telephone call with. It's a tough one. That. What would you guys pick? What would you guys pick? I think it's tough. I don't know. I don't really want to speak to any celebrities, actually. I'm not really bothered. I don't know. I wouldn't want a telephone conversation with Joe Swash, actually. I've been watching Stacey and Joe Swash, and I think he's amazing. I love Joe Swash. He's so funny. I really like him. Such a character, and really like happy. I'd probably have a telephone conversation with Joe Swash and just ask him how's he doing, because he's such a nice guy. But it's a tough one. Like, I've not really like got a list for that. So it's quite an interesting. Maybe if you gave me time to think and I wasn't like put on the spot, I'd probably go, oh yeah, I'd pick that one. Why did I not say that? And I'd probably be in that kind of situation. Andrew says, I'd pick to have dinner with you, Gabby. Oh, Andrew! They said celebrities, Andrew. Celebrities. I'm just your coffee morning host. You'll pick someone a bit more A-list. Do you know what I mean? I'm like Z-list. I'm not even on that list. Rexy says, slow drivers drive me mad. There is no need to be going like a snail pace. I do agree with that too. Slow drivers, but we're talking slow, right? Not 60 mile an hour, right? Amanda says, you are a celebrity, Gabby. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Marge Collins, I don't drive, but last night I turned around to see a young bloke bibbing his horn at a driver in front. He was swearing out the window at him. I was just looking to see. He called me a witch. What a bastard. Like, oh my God. Like, how dare he call you a witch just because you were looking? It's your neighbourhood. You can look out the window if you want. You know, it's not like, you know, you're shouting anything. You're just looking. Sally says, I don't drive anymore. It makes me so anxious. I'm not surprised. It is quite annoying. Ben says, Joe was good in EastEnders too. He was good. Anyway, we need to do this pet of the week, right? Let's do pet of the week. Right. So I'm going to put a poll up, guys. So you guys are going to be voting. So keep your eye. If you are live in the chat, keep your eye on the poll, because you guys are doing it this week. Right. So we've got a dog, and Leah sent this picture in and says, hi Gabby, this is my dog Willow. She is black Labrador. She is 4 years old. Right. So you want to see Willow, everyone? Hopefully you won't get too much of a glaze today. I hope not. So here is Willow, the black Labrador. So we've got Willow. Can you all see okay? Let me know. You can probably just sort of see my selfie camera, can't you? Can you see okay? Give me a thumbs up if you can. Oh, thank you, Nathan. Thank you, it means a lot. No, Willow's not got a pebble tongue. That's a ball. That's a ball. Everyone can see. So cute. So there's Willow, everyone. So you can see, that's good. Like I say, I am going to be looking into getting an app so I can... Oh, where's my pen? Will I remember Willow's name? I'm sure I will. We've got Willow the dog, right? Next. Here we go. Next pet. So we've got Jennifer sent this in. Hi Gabby, this is Nala. She is a gorgeous indoor cat, though she sneaks out of the bedroom window to sit on the roof when the sun is out. She's a 4-year-old mixed tabby and we all love her, but her person is definitely our daughter, so she's like Smidge. Hope you, Tim, Holly, Casper and Smidge are all well. So this is Nala. Hang on, let me just... Here we go. Here is a lovely picture of Nala, everyone. So far we've got Willow the Labrador and we've got Nala the tabby cat. There you go. Chris says cute. Penny says beautiful face. Alison says she's beautiful. She's beautiful. Oh, I love these pets, honestly. It really perks me up for the week, looking at these little pets. We've got Willow and Nala so far. Next one, Abby Jo Draycott has sent in her cat and says, we're looking at the cats. We're looking at cats, the animals. Casper calls them aminals. Hi Gabby, I sent a photo of mine and Craig's cat, Misty, for Pet of the Week. She's a sweet, loving cat who loves eating, playing and cuddles. She gives the sweetest nose kisses ever and helps when it comes to my autism. We are so blessed to have her in our lives and she gets spoilt too. So here we go. We've got Misty the cat. What do you think of the cat? Cat. There we go. Meow. So there's Misty the cat. There we go. There's Misty, look. Nice black and white cat there. Ben says, Casper, what you doing? Driving me mad. Joanne J says, beautiful. Sally at Cupcake Topper says, ah. Penny says, cute. So far we have got Willow the dog. We've got Nala the tabby cat. And we've got Misty, the black and white cat, which means I only need to remember one more. Because honestly, I'm like, please remember, please remember. Next one. Are we ready for the next cat? Are we ready for the next one? Sue Wayne has sent in her cat and says, hi, Gabby. This is my cat, Jimbo. He is 15 years old. Oh, my God, 15. It's amazing. Jimbo the cat. Jimbo the cat, look. Have a good old look, everybody, at Jimbo. 15 years old. Marie, we did have a dog. We've got a lot of cats that have come through, so this is the best way I can spread it out. David says, I love it. Joanne J says, beautiful. Jimbo is very handsome, says Boo and me. So there we go. We have got one dog. We've got 3 cats. So I'm now going to put the poll up for you guys to vote, and then we're going to come back and we're going to check the vote in just a moment. Have I got milk in my hair? Hope not. Right, here we go. So I'm just putting the poll up now. So we've got Willow the dog, number 1. We've got Nala. Nala's the tabby cat. We have got Misty, the black and white cat. And we've got Jimbo, like the fluffy tabby cat. That's 15 years old. Mad. Cats can live quite a while, can't they? So anyway, I'm starting the poll now. So get voting, louders. Please vote for who you would like to win Pet of the Week. Oh, I'm looking at it now and it's flashing all in front of me. So good. So good. Vampy says Jimbo to win. Kay Grant says beautiful cat, Sue. Ben says at least no snakes. Oh, but that snake will never be forgotten. And you know what? My mum was saying, oh my God, the snake's got beautiful markings. I don't like snakes, but the markings are lovely for a snake if you like him. Jeanette said the tabby cat looks like my Milo. Ah. Well, like I said, if your cat didn't get shown this week, or your dog didn't get shown this week, or your snake, or your rat, or your rabbit, or your goldfish, or your parrots, whatever you're sending in, we will get round to it. Do not worry. It might last a long time, but you know, after this, we're going to be, you know, when the pets suddenly phase out, we're going to be doing Garden of the Week, which is going to be absolutely amazing. So anyway, just quickly, we'll do Pop's quote of the week while you guys are still voting. So anyway, give me your drum rolls for Pop's quote of the week. Dad, do you want to come and do it yourself? Do you want to do your quote of the week live? Yeah. Dad's a bit camera shy. I don't know if you noticed on my vlogs. He's like, he'll appear on my vlogs and he'll be like, all right, that's it, I don't hear any more of me. To be fair, this quote, right, for Pop of the Week, quote of the week, this isn't really a funny one. This is more take on board advice, okay? So I'm just seeing the drum rolls come in. They're coming in now, thick and fast. We're rolling this morning. Vera said, would you show your garden? Oh yeah, Vera, I'm going to be showing my garden. I'm going to do a vlog on my garden. Don't worry about that. But I'm at standstill because of the fence. Can't do anything more on it, which is a bit annoying because I want to get cracking because the sun's out and I'm like, ah. And I'm like, you know, last week, Dan said, didn't he? Dan who watches, Dan Aylin, he said he got dragged around a garden centre. Well, that day after I did like coffee morning, I dragged him around a garden centre. So he got the same treatment as Dan had from his wife. So anyway, here we go. Pop's quote of the week. I hear drum rolls in the kitchen. Right. When purchasing ultra processed foods at the supermarket, just remember, the longer the shelf life, the shorter yours. Okay, so I'm just going to repeat it for you. When purchasing ultra-processed foods at the supermarket, just remember, the longer the shelf life, the shorter yours. There we go. So take that on board. So make sure that you're eating nice and healthy because there's actually some truth in that, ladies and gentlemen. Vampy says, so true, very, very true. And Kay Grand says, true. Vera says, I love coffee and cake in the garden centre. So, I love it. Right, okay, now it's time to check this poll before we wrap coffee morning this morning. But also, before we do the poll, just to let you guys know that coming up next, if you haven't watched the Italy vlog, well, Rome, I filmed our trip to Rome. It went up last night or yesterday, early evening. No, yeah, early evening really. So if you haven't watched it, please watch it, give it a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You'll really enjoy it. There's some amazing sightseeing going on there. So please watch it. You'll really, really love it. I look like a little beggar right now, but no, honestly, it was really, really wonderful one to edit. Like I felt like I was totally reliving it. So I know that you guys are going to enjoy it. So do watch it if you want a good watch, or share it with someone that you think might want a good watch. Coffee morning next week. Hang on, what's happening Monday? Why do I feel like something's happening Monday next week? I'm not going away. I might be going away. Don't know. At the moment, I don't think I am going away. Well, it might be pending. So at the moment, coffee morning is at 10:30 on Monday next week. So that's all fine. Right. Hi Vincent, thanks for joining. Nice to see you on here. Lee Richards, nice to see you as well. Hi Gabby, have you received my photo of my pet fish? Lee, I've got your goldfish that you just recently bought. I've got it. It's on the list. So I'm getting through them all. If I could put more in the poll up, then I would, but I can only do 4. So unless I've got someone who can actually judge pet of the week, and Dad's not really a pet person, so I can't let him be the judge because he's just really not good at, he wouldn't be good at that. You know what I mean? He calls smidge cooking fat. So there's just no way that I could have him do pet of the week. It'd just be wrong. So anyway, okay. Drum roll for pet of the week. Come on, let's end coffee morning on a high. Drum roll, everyone. Drum roll. Drum roll. That's all right, Craig, as long as you're in the background, because we miss you. I know, poor Smidge. It's all in jest, though. It's all in jest. He isn't cruel to him. He's just in jest, so don't worry. It's a joke. And Smidge loves it. Here we go. Right. Oh, this is tight. This is a tight vote. Oh my God, it's tight. Oh my God. Okay. Nobody should be disappointed this week because this is really neck and neck. So, I wasn't expecting that. Oh, I sound like Tim. I wasn't expecting this. I was shocked. Right. But no, I seriously weren't expecting this. Okay, so here we go. In fourth place, on 21%, we have got Misty. So a big round of applause for Misty in fourth place. And then, neck and neck, we have got Willow and Nala. The vote's kind of changed a little bit now. So, like, since I've said that, it's changed a little bit, but it's still in the same order. But as I'm currently saying it, Willow and Nala are on 23%. And in the lead, we have got Jimbo on 33%, which makes Jimbo our pet of the week. So congratulations, Jimbo. Yay. So your pet of the week is going to be featured on my community post on my YouTube page. So congratulations to you, Jimbo. Amazing, amazing stuff. But obviously, it was really tight. You're all really close, you know. All amazing, amazing, cute pets. Like, you guys should be so proud. Like, I love them. I just love seeing your pets. They make my week. So thank you so much for sending them in. And like I said, if you haven't had your picture of your pet of the week come up yet, don't worry, because it will come up. It's just there's a lot of them, and I'm just like getting them out bit at a time. And while I've got no one voting, you guys are gonna have to vote, which means I can only do 4. Probably could do more if I had my mum here or whatever, or Tim. But at the moment, I think this is a really good way of doing the voting. So yeah, thank you everyone for voting and getting involved. So Jimbo is our pet of the week. So anyway, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you there. Please come over to my Instagram. I know I said last week I was going to show you all my healthy eating stuff, but I'm not going to lie to you guys. I failed badly last week, and I really failed yesterday. Like, I went out for a roast dinner yesterday, and then I ate ice cream, and then I ate a whole Easter egg. So yeah, no, I just didn't feel like I had the rights to put any healthy eating stuff up on Instagram, so I let you guys down. So I just want to apologize. But I have been putting up some wonderful Rome pictures. So if you want to see some more pictures from Rome, come over to my Instagram under Gabby Starbuck Vocalist. Come and see me, give me a follow, get involved, share the love. And also, if you have watched Coffee Morning this morning, you've enjoyed it, then please hit the thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and make sure that you subscribe, because some people that watch aren't even subscribed. So please subscribe and get involved. And anyway, if you're going to do anything today, make sure that it is something positive. Don't go driving up people's asses. Drive slow. Slow driving, everyone. Not too slow. Don't drive like a snail. All right, so I'll see you later, everyone. Bye. And don't forget to indicate. See you later. Bye.